Okay, so I think we touched on a few, go ahead Jennifer, few of the aspects of what food security is. When all people at all times have access to sufficient, safe, nutritious food to maintain a healthy lifestyle. There's 3 pillars to those which came out in those: access, availability, and use. So access, do you have sufficient access to the quantity of food that you need on a consistent basis? Availability, do you have the resources to obtain the food? And food use, do you know how to properly prepare it so that you're not going to get sick from the water that you're using? Do you have the proper sanitation in place? Those are all aspects of what food security are. We were talking about food security. Who is food insecure? So food security is having all of these things. What about those people that don't have those things? Where are they? What do you guys think is the most food insecure country in the world? Take a guess. At the current time now, the most food insecure country is Afghanistan. And sorry, you can change. Here's a map. As you can see, a lot of the other countries that are suffering from food insecurity are located in Africa. 36 out of the 50 countries that are on the food security insecurity spectrum are found in Africa. So you're very much right that food insecurity tends to be a third world developing country issue. But that being said, food insecurity is something that reaches across the map and can affect any society in any country. Canada has food insecurity. When a kid has to go to school without breakfast because their parents can't afford to put breakfast on the table for them, that's a form of food insecurity. And when grocery dollars are spent buying probably less nutritious but cheaper food, that's a form of food insecurity, and that's very much prevalent in Canada today as well. Estimates say that 1 billion people suffer from chronic hunger in this world. That is an appalling statistic. There's a number of reasons. Population growth, struggling economies, barriers to trade. For example, what that game just displayed to us, not everybody starts off on an equal footing. Insufficient agricultural development, low levels of education, and something we all know very well is happening is the effects of climate change, which is very much changing the way things are produced and how they're shared. Something we all need to realize that hunger is not due to the physical limits of our planet, but to the social limits and the way that we have chosen to produce, buy, sell, and share food.
Like Heather said, Meal or No Meal is based on Deal or No Deal, except you're playing for food instead of money. So you, the players, are coffee bean farmers in a developing country. And it may surprise some of you to know that farmers are often some of the most food insecure people in the world, even though they produce food for themselves and their families. Sometimes they don't have enough to be properly food secure. So in the case of coffee bean farmers, one of the factors that affects how food secure they are is how much they get paid for their coffee bean crop. So here in this game, Meal or No Meal, you as a coffee bean farmer are going to try to get the best price for your crop from the coffee bean company, which is the computer.